Hi, my name is Kimberle Frost, and I'm a textile designer and color enthusiast. People ask me, what is a color enthusiast? It happened when I was a child and I picked up my first crayon. From there, it was just the joy of color. Color makes me happy. It's the heartbeat and pulse of everything I do, my work, my home life. I find that I get most of my inspiration through my travels. Now, I haven't traveled in a long time, but I have these most beautiful photographs of all the places that I've gone to, and they keep me focused and they keep me inspired through not only what's going on in the pandemic, but even now as I start to make travel plans for the future. My favorite place to travel to is India. I love it there, the energy, the people, the colors, the food. I've been there quite a few times doing textile work. Even when you travel through India, whether it's Calcutta where it's lush and green, to Jaipur, the pink city, it is in a desert. So you get all these colors that work so beautifully against that kind of dry desert. The amber fort is beautiful. The color of just the fort alone in this saffron color. The colors of Jaipur, which is the blue city, intense, this very intense cobalt blue. Everything that I've done there or have taken from there really has given me influence in my work. You feel that energy, you feel the people, and for me, I just bring back the memories of India because they are really powerful. Another place that I love to visit that is magical is Milan and Lake Como, Italy. What I love about the Italians is that they are not afraid of color and they use it in the most creative ways. There's something romantic about it. Their colors kind of reflect their heritage. Ferrari red, Italian sky blue, beautiful cobalt. Those are colors that are very timely, and I bring those back and I use them in my color combinations. So I feel like it gives me a little bit of a global point of view. Just being on Lake Como with the colorful boats and the mist over the hillside, whether it's in the summer or fall, I go quite often because it's like the Mecca Center for textile design and woven textiles, printing. The last 10 years, it's really made its way into this amazing place with fashion and art and architecture. I love that I can bring those colors back and incorporate those and still have, you know, a sensibility to what we do here in the States. So I do use a lot of the color inspiration that I get from my visits to Milan and Italy. And when I'm traveling in the States, I love to visit Santa Fe. The light there is amazing. Just the mountains and the desert and the combination of all of the natural elements is such a treat. I know why Georgia O'Keeffe loved it there. You see the fiery gold of the Shemaya. Taking a walk down Canyon Road, I mean, there's beautiful Native American basketry and beautiful doors that are painted bright blue and yellow, all having really mystical meanings, all the colors, because it's a very spiritual place to go to. By being there and being part of the Museum of International Folk Art, I've been able to be inspired by Alexander Gerard and his travels, and I use all of those colors, the softness of a southwestern sunset, which are kind of complex hues, together with, again, grounded neutrals. That combination to me is really magical, and it's a place that I love to go and just be present. I really believe in the whole idea of color logic, so I use the color wheel a lot. And I think the color wheel gives us a guide of how to use colors in different ways, whether they're harmonious colors, complementary, they're analogous. I mean, I use that a lot, and I would recommend that that color wheel becomes part of the way you look at color. I also think you need to be experimental with color. There's no right or wrong way to combine colors, but I think there's you know, especially when you're weaving, you know, you see combinations of colors that may not work because they're next to each other, or in printing, being very kind of aware that when you put red and green together, what does that look like? Is it muddy? But I just feel like using thoughtful logic is important when you're doing any kind of color work. And also, again, to be experimental and not to be fearful of making a mistake, because there's no color mistake.